The twofold role of preservice teachers, their perceptions towards bilingualism in their future practices. Presentation by Stephanie Perilla. The aim of this study is to explore the perceptions of a group of preservice teachers from two public universities towards bilingualism and its role in their teaching practices. To understand the data gathered, they use grounded theory methodology. That it is the discovery of theory from data systematically obtained from social research. The aim of grounded theory is to generate or discover a theory, and you use it when you need a broad theory or explanation of a process. At the end of this study, the researchers conclude that preservice teachers conceive themselves as having a twofold role in their future practices, sustained in two subcategories: be a bilingual master and be a bilingual reader. Belief and perceptions are the source of investigations, and these contribute to better understand the priorities, interests, and needs when teaching and learning a foreign language. The concept of bilingualism has been used depending on what is supposed to constitute. Put simply, bilingualism is the ability to use two languages. Now, in Colombian context, appear as a big issue in educational policies. There are different actions taken by the Ministry of Education to achieve the bilingual status, like Colombia Bilingual in 10 years and estándares básicos de competencias en lenguas extranjeras inglés, formar lenguas extranjeras el reto. All of these characteristics and documents will help to have a bilingual country. Now the researchers develop the research question, that is, what do preservice teachers' perceptions on bilingualism reveal about their role as future language teachers in two different universities? And they present two objectives: to allow preservice teachers manifest the way they picture themselves in their future practices toward issues like bilingualism in Colombia, and to identify ways in which responses provided to preservice teachers about bilingualism can establish mechanisms to better direct teaching of EFL in their immediate context. Now, there are some definitions that researchers provide, like bilinguals, that are the individuals or group of people who obtain the knowledge and use of more than one language. Or is the term that is used to describe a learner who uses two or more languages to communicate. Another definition is bilingualism, that is the capacity of having the control of two languages as a native speaker. And bilingual education, that is the education program with two languages used as means of institution in which the mother tongue ends up by being discarded into a subject of the curriculum. This bilingual education has two different types. The first one is the additive bilingualism, that is when learning a second language does not interfere with the learning of a first language. Both languages are developed. And the second one is subtractive bilingualism, that is when learning a second language interferes with the learning of a first language, and the second language replaced the first language. Now the preservice teacher's perceptions as solid research contribution is when the teachers use their perception and develop immediate actions in the classrooms. Perceptions and beliefs plays an important role in their practices implementation by the teachers. Now I'm going to talk about the description of the research. It was a qualitative research under the interpretative approach. The type of data was students' voices or participation. The settings was two public universities in Colombia. The participants were 11 students from 9th semester in an undergraduate program of a foreign language teaching. The researchers used the main instrument that was focus group, and the main purpose of this research is to observe the participants' perceptions of the role of their bilingual formations as future language teachers, and the methodology they used was grounded theory. As a conclusion, the researchers find that being a bilingual teacher is divided in two categories. Being a bilingual master, that is formal and profound knowledge language teachers should have about language number 1 and language number 2, and also being a bicultural reader, that refers to shared implication of being bilingual educators, the capacity to interpret, understand, and respect the language number 1 and the language number 2 cultures, and most importantly, establishing connections.